The best exercises for every muscle. Let's get into it.
Today I'm going to be going over the best exercises for every muscle group, and I'm not going to be doing it alone. Joining me is the Science Explained man himself,
They are the best.
Jeff Nippard. Let's do it.
Absolute legend. Who hasn't watched Jeff Nippard, honestly?
The first muscle
at
group we're
this stage?
starting with,
Legs. We have to. For everybody.
Half the people are gone now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. How does an exercise make it into the top exercise? Is it all based off activation, or is there other criteria?
Not quite. So I have 3 criteria. The first is high tension,
High tension?
and high stretch.
Dude, that one thing, high tension, high stress. I messed this up most of my lifting career. As soon as I started doing that, I was like, oh my God, I feel way better.
So
Crazy,
the
right?
muscle needs to have something to work against in the stretched position. The second thing is it needs to feel
While stretched.
good. So that means
Right.
it doesn't give you pain. It has like a
If
smooth.
you've ever been looking at like how to get better at lifting, or you've been watching people's videos or anything like that, you'll find bodybuilders and they'll be like, I love this one exercise, and you try it and you're like, this feels like trash, man.
feel to it, like you feel it in the muscle more than you do in the joints. Yep. And then the third thing is, want to guess?
Does it give you the pump? Pump.
Potential for overload?
That's it.
That's actually
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
let's
that
go.
makes
Okay,
sense. That makes more
okay,
sense,
So you
yeah.
want to be able to add reps or add weight.
Everything
over
makes
time.
you pump.
The biggest muscle in the body is the quads. And
Really?
Then the second is close between glutes and calves, actually.
The calves?
Calves?
The calves are huge.
Okay.
There's 2 big muscles in the calves, right? Lately I've been doing a
Really?
lot of Smith machine squats, and I like that because from a hypertrophy standpoint, you
Calves.
can push it a little closer to failure without feeling that same sense of
I've
risk.
never done a Smith machine squat. I always used to think like those were kind of lame. Like I'm like, why would you use that for why would you use a Smith machine instead of like actual just bar? Because if you use a Smith machine, then it's assisting you. You don't have like the balance in there, but I see why. You lock into like a different position, I guess. But yeah, I mean, they're really just, are they working like more the hamstrings and
We're gonna have
with that?
quads and glutes taken care of with this one.
Oh.
Okay. But hamstrings will not be taken care of at all. So when you go
Wow.
down into the hole, the hamstrings are stretching here, but they're shortening here.
Okay.
So you're not actually getting like a full stretch on the hamstrings. And when you go up,
Right.
now they're shortening here,
Okay.
but they're lengthening down here. Oh yeah, what is your max squat now?
507.
Nice.
Yeah.
You beat
Nice.
me.
What, really?
My all-time is 501.
No way.
Congratulations.
Damn, okay.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I'm not ready for this right now.
You're what?
I'm not ready for a f***ing 315 squat.
Yes, you are.
With no belt, no knee
Yeah.
sleeves.
Also, I don't know if I'm rocking with the Vapor Maxes on squats, bro. They're just gonna pop. Nice. That's a good squat right there. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bro, your quads have gotten bigger too, man.
I feel like I got to try that one out. I am not working my legs right now, so that's why when they were like, "We're gonna start with legs," I'm like, "Dude, I don't know about that," you know?
So long length partials is when you do partial reps in the lengthened aspect of the lift. So when the quads are most
Yeah.
stretched, so
That
you
makes
basically
sense.
only go about halfway up, and then you go back down.
Oof. I guess that's what a Smith machine can do that other things
Stop
can't,
there.
right?
Nope. So you see, you have this. The
Like, you
tendency
have that
every
safety.
serious lifter has,
You're not
which is
gonna
to
fall
go
too far
high.
back.
Stop.
You're not gonna fall
Go
too
back down.
forward.
Go back down. That's it. You're doing half reps.
Brutal. Brutal.
Beautiful.
That's
Really
way
good.
harder than long range, full range.
Isn't it? It is.
Because you can't rest at the top.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like bend forward. Those 3 heads get stretched here, and then they contract as you come up, as you would in an RDL. But there's one head that doesn't cross the hip joint. So how could it possibly get worked from RDL? It
You can't.
But all 4 heads cross the knee joint. So if you do a leg curl, you will hit all 4 heads of the hamstring.
Answer's leg curl. Let's
Why
go.
do you think that I, Jeff Nippard, prefer the seated hamstring curl over the lying hamstring curl?
I don't know why Jeff Nippard does, but personally, I like it because your legs like kick out, right? And then you can. I don't like lying. Maybe it's just me. I don't really like how it feels when I'm lying down and I'm like, ugh, like grunting into some fucking flat.
Because you can load it more.
I don't like it.
No.
Second guess. 3 and you're
It's
out.
science.
Collab over.
Science. Say science. He's a science guy.
Does that have something to do with the height?
No.
No.
2 and 3. No. When we sit down, the hamstring is already pre-stretched at the beginning of the range of motion.
Right.
Whereas when you lie down, the hamstring is not
relaxed.
stretched at all. Compared over 12 weeks of training, seated hamstring curls to lying
Really?
leg curls, which one do you think resulted in more muscle
Seated
growth?
every time? Yeah.
Seated. Almost, I think, around like 1.5 times the growth over 12 weeks, which is significant.
Yeah.
The most interesting part of that is that the one head that doesn't cross the hip joint didn't see a difference. So that tells us that it is, in fact, most likely the stretch, right? Because that head, since it doesn't cross the hip, wouldn't actually be stretched on this, would it?
Wow, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
make entire training decisions based off of one study, but if I have the option, I'm gonna pick this one. So
Yeah, I always go for this one.
this is great. Do you
I go for
feel
this one.
your hamstring stretched here?
Yeah.
Come forward a bit more. Do you
Lean
feel it
into
more
it?
stretched?
Oh, yeah.
And do you still feel secure?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's better to lean forward.
It is, as long as you don't find it feels awkward and you can't
Yeah.
overload it as well.
Yeah, I like, personally, I like leaning forward to start, and then as I'm failing, like, I'll lean back and then just, like, you know, crank them out at the end.
Ready? This is gonna be award-winning.
Oh, cue the music.
No, I'm not. A lot of people think of the incline
Yiddies.
press as just an upper pec exercise, and it's like, oh no, what's gonna happen to my mid and lower pecs?
yeah.
Yeah.
That is completely blown out of proportion. There was a recent study that compared flat bench to incline bench.
Wow.
For the lower pecs,
Really?
same growth.
What?
For the mid pecs, same growth.
That honestly, that sounds made up. Like, at that point, wouldn't you just do incline and then, like, what's the point of flat?
For the upper pecs, better growth with incline. Again,
You know?
that's only one
'Cause then
study,
you get the
but
full-
it does tell us
full
that
tin?
the incline press doesn't just target the upper pecs; it will grow your entire pec.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check your bar
Dude,
graph here.
I love the incline, personally.
You fixed it.
And
as
that's
soon
what
as
I
you
use the
said
Smith
was gonna
machine
check
for.
it.
Yeah.
Because you were pressing out in front of you, and now you're going up.
I'm
and slightly
afraid of the
back.
J hooks, man.
Yeah, I know.
In terms of
Yeah.
incline
It-
on
dude, that's exactly why I don't like. I like the Smith machine, because when you're lifting on any kind of inclined bench rig or in a squat rack or anything like that, like, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna hit those fucking J hooks, and it messed me up
the
every time.
bench. Is
I
it
don't
like
like it.
45 degree?
Yeah, I think the 45 gives you a pretty good combination of like upper pec and deltoid.
45.
Do you see that there's a benefit to
I like
using
that.
the freeway incline over?
I do think it has better strength carryover than the Smith machine. It's great.
Oh,
Do you ever
Burn.
do the partial reps on this?
I do.
Do you?
I've done them on almost everything.
Holy
now.
shit.
I would 100% put safeties on here. I think we should. Set a good example, you know?
yeah. If people don't put safeties, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck.
As you can
Dude,
tell,
it's
we always
so
do
unstable. I've done that so
wait,
many
it's
times.
backwards. Okay, this is gonna work now.
Lining those up sucks. Sucks every time. Oh my, 225 on that. Damn, bro.
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Strong incline press. I actually don't think I'm gonna do this, bro. I did chest like 2 days ago, and
Oh,
Sure, Jeff.
yeah. Sure,
Have you
Jeff.
ever considered just how different dogs are to us? Puppies grow up 6 times faster
Goddamn
than a
ads.
baby. Each dog is incredibly unique. Feed your dog's unique needs with Royal Canin Precise Nutrition.
With Fast Signs, you
Ads,
see the
man.
visual possibility.
The ads, man. Okay, skip back in here.
See it in
The ads.
No, no.
Oof. Sometimes I like going a little bit more than 45,
with
but
these I actually do like to do higher reps. 3 sets
12
for your
to
pecs a
15.
week is actually enough to make gains for most people.
Off
But
3 sets?
yeah, for sure. You probably get about maybe around 60% of your maximum growth potential off of just 3 sets
that's crazy.
Holy shit.
per week. The reason this is
Dude,
so
this
far
this is
ahead
why, like, I tell people, man, like, if you're going to start trying to go to the gym, just pick a day of the week and then do that one priority exercise. Like, if it's like Monday's chest, just hit hit chest. Just fucking go, hit chest, get a pump, and then leave if you want, because at least you'll get some gains versus like you skipping days and being confused and shit.
Really deep on the stretch here. Ooh, you see how it popped up?
Yeah,
like that?
holy shit.
You'll find that the cable is always trying to pull you back. And so you're always having to play this balancing act a little bit. And so it disperses a little bit of the tension.
I like
So you can
standing
direct all the
personally,
tension
but
into your pecs.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah. And if
but
you're
that's
doing
probably because I
high
don't have a
reps,
bench like that,
all that
like a
more
seat.
important to make sure, I think, you take at least one set to failure. Because you might find like, oh,
Yeah.
I did 15 reps. Like, I'm so tired. I'm obviously done. But then you push it to failure, and you get like 4 or 5 more. For
I'm a failure
I think it's one
fan.
of the rare muscles where you really do want two types of exercises. One is a vertical pull, and one is a horizontal pull. So for the vertical
Let's
pull,
go.
that can be a pull down or a pull up. The horizontal pull can be basically any type of row. I like a chest supported row.
I do too.
I like
because
that.
you're very stable. Everything
Yeah.
is locked in, and so you can direct all that tension directly to your back. You want to think about like
Also, that part there,
rounding
like this,
out, so
like this part where you actually round the back forward. I honestly feel like I feel that so much in here, and dude, so underrated. I used to put like 3 plates, like 345s on, and be like, and like barely get range of motion. When I started doing this, dude, my back
allowing your
feels
shoulder blades to
unreal.
pull apart and then squeeze them together as
Yes.
you come up. And if it helps you get a better contraction, it's totally okay if you allow your chest to lift
Really?
up,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But just
Yes.
let it be consistent. Let's say on week 1, you're always
that.
fully attached to the pad. And then by week 6, you're doing this.
Yeah.
Like, that might be a bit of that like fake overload. Nice.
I love using straps on this too. I feel like I can get deeper without my hands giving out. I'd definitely recommend putting straps on here. It's worked for me at least.
Oh my god. I'm already cramping from that set.
Yeah, it really does light up your whole back, which is why we could do
Yeah.
pull down or pull up. What do you prefer? I'll let you run this one.
I think I prefer a pull down.
Down? Why is that?
I feel like for me, like to be able to progress consistently on pull-ups
Yeah.
is so difficult, especially because you have to weigh yourself every time. I feel like in order for an accurate overload,
fair,
right?
Fair. I respect pull-ups more.
Weigh yourself.
Wow.
Wow.
100%,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I think pull-downs are smoother. I find
Yeah.
more people can like feel their back
Yeah.
working better, but I think going to failure on a pull-down is more fun.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The thing with pull-ups for me, I want to be strong. I want to be able to lift myself. Like I don't want to just like look good. I want to like be functional, right? And the thing with the pull-ups is like, they're so fucking hard. Like it's like I can do like 5 reps, 6 reps, 7 reps, 8 reps, but like past there, I'm like hanging on for dear life. Whereas like the pull-down, you can kind of adjust the weight as you like and really, I don't know, get a better contraction. I find
do that.
pull-ups are more impressive.
All right, so you have
Those are
all
definitely
the
more
grips in the world at the gym.
Yes.
Which one do you
Dude.
pick?
So if I do a wider
those.
grip, overhand grip like we did on the row, I'll do a neutral
neutral.
closer grip for the pull downs.
I'm not a huge fan of
Yeah,
close grip.
man,
It does feel
slash
good
pull
though,
grip.
but I usually go for the wider
So
ones.
for
I
these-
should try this one more.
I like to emphasize the lats more.
'Cause it does
with
feel
the closer
good.
Grip, by really just driving my elbows down. If I was trying to target more mid traps, I would kind of lean a little bit more
And kind of just
drive
row?
my elbows back like
Okay.
this.
Oh.
Whereas if I want to emphasize lats, I'm going to exaggerate this just for the demonstration, but you're almost pulling it down
Oh,
out in front of
wow,
you.
okay.
Now I'm
Oh.
not going to do it to that extreme.
Yeah.
Do you see how
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you like can't go as heavy,
Yeah.
obviously. Now that's an extreme version. So just drive your elbow basically straight down now. So that's still going to engage lats so much more.
Interesting.
It sounds like you're trying to get your elbows into your pockets in
Yeah,
a way.
that works too. Yeah. Your arms have gotten so much bigger, bro. It's freaking
Thanks, man.
insane. Are you bulking or cutting right now?
Cutting.
Are you natural or enhanced right now?
Dude, when someone, when someone is like, oh my God, your arms are getting big. Are you bulking or cutting? And you say cutting, dude, I'm telling you, that feels good.
Some
Like,
Turk?
yeah, I'm kidding.
So is this kind of like the cable fly where you're going to go higher reps?
I go more moderate here. I would probably go like 8 to
Yeah,
12.
I'd strap on this as well.
So stretch and then
Use
eccentric?
straps on this.
From a technique standpoint, I would actually go range of motion, which encompasses stretch, then probably
The eccentric.
control. I was actually part of a study. We found that reps between 2 seconds and 8 seconds were basically equal. So if you do those super freaking fast reps that are just like bouncy reps,
Yeah.
those are suboptimal. If
Yeah.
you do super, super, super slow reps that are like each rep takes like 10 or 20 seconds, those are suboptimal.
Damn.
But anything
10 or
between
20
2
seconds.
to 8 seconds of total rep length is optimal. As long
Wow.
as you're controlling the eccentric, you're probably fine.
Nice. I did this program once that was you had to go 5 seconds down and 5 seconds up. Horrible. Horrible. That felt, it was like torture, man. That just roasts you. Side and rear
One
delt.
thing I've been doing lately
Yes.
is actually raising the height of the cable. The cable will apply most resistance to your side delt when there's a 90-degree angle between the cable and your arm. That's a pretty shortened position. My shoulder isn't stretched.
Yeah.
Okay? Now watch what happens when I raise it up. Tell me when I get to a 90-degree angle.
Yep.
There.
Yeah.
And whoop, and now you get a much bigger stretch here. Yeah, that's nice. Really good, Will.
Yeah. I rocked with these for a few weeks. I tried these a lot for a few weeks and it felt good, but I ended up kind of tweaking my shoulder and I felt like this motion, like going that far over front, I don't know. I didn't like it as much.
I feel like
But it
lateral
did-
raises
it
is
did
one of
feel
those
good at
exercises
lower
that's
weights.
Extremely hard to constantly progress. You always see the same people, like it's the 30s or 35s,
Yeah.
and there's no really going up from there. So like, what do you do?
You'd be surprised if you, I think if most people actually were to diligently track their weights over time, they would find that they are able to add at least 1 rep to a set. So if you think about it, like even adding 1 rep to your 3rd set, it's progression.
Right. While Jeff's doing his set, let's talk a little bit about today's
True.
video sponsor, Macro Factor, the gold standard nutrition coaching app
Let's
that
go.
Jeff actually helped develop. So this isn't just an app where you just track your weight and your food. It's much more personalized. The smart coaching
love that
feature
Jeff's in
will
the
calculate your
background.
energy expenditure and weight trends, so you can adjust your calories and macros on a weekly basis, just like having an actual nutrition coach would, all based on scientific recommendations.
Dude, yeah, I want to get that up.
You can track your food on Macro Factor faster than any other
How many-
app,
how many
and the
reps you
search
tagged out
database
there?
is verified, so you can trust its accuracy. You can also see a detailed breakdown of the micronutrients in your foods and the micronutrients you probably need more of. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Personally, my favorite feature of the app is the cyclical calorie feature. The app will
I've never tried
automatically
this
adjust
app.
its calories
I don't
on a
know about this
day-to-day
one.
basis to fit
Looks
my
good.
lifestyle seamlessly. It's basically like you have Jeff with you 24/7 for a fraction of the cost. This app is premium, which means they're not going to be bombarding you with ads. They're not going to be selling your data. And actually, it is cheaper than MyFitnessPal Premium. So I highly encourage you to check the app out.
Nice.
Make sure to download it or go to macrofactorapp.com and use code WILL for
Nice.
a 2-week free trial.
I feel like I'm gonna have to try that at some point. What do you guys think? Comment below.
The rear delts got worked pretty hard on that row.
Okay.
Okay, so if you wanted to get really minimal, you could just axe this. But I think rear delts are really important for a physique, and they're a muscle that a
Yeah.
lot of new lifters tend to neglect.
Yeah.
Reverse pec deck, the standard way you do this,
Because it just like, dude, like if you're trying to like, if you're lifting and you're like, I want to look really good, I want to have that V taper. It's the shoulders, man. It's the shoulders that
you
add
sit,
to that
face
so
the
much.
machine, and you sweep the weight out.
It's literally the top part of the V.
I think there's a better way to do it. If you were going to stretch your rear delt, would you hold your arm here, or would you hold it here?
Here.
Here, right?
Yeah.
But on this machine, you actually don't
Yeah.
get past this position unless you do this and turn side on.
Oh.
So now
I tried
you
this
get a
and it is really
pre-stretch
good.
on your
I
rear
tried
delt,
this. I've
and
seen
you
a
sweep the
video
weight
of
out like this.
Jeff talking
You
about
actually
this.
get that deep stretch aspect
Wow.
of the range of motion.
I've never seen someone do like that.
Yeah, I haven't either actually.
Is this one that you would do like the 15 to 20?
Like 12 to 15.
12 to 15.
So no. So really turn side, like really turn side on,
Oh shit.
and then really stretch it across.
Yo, damn,
Feel
Jeff, you're throwing them
deep
around.
stretch
there.
it in
Oh, yeah.
no, like turn.
Oh, shit.
Your toe, point your chest toward the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. Yes.
Okay.
And then reach across.
Dude, my
Yeah.
chest is
I'm-
cramping from that.
Oh wow, dude. There you
It's
go.
kind of an odd position,
Yeah.
but it does feel good
So you
if
should
your
feel
arm
big stretch.
is
there you go.
not
That's
too
great.
long. The one that I have at my gym, it's like too long, so like I
looks
can't
good.
like go all the way out like that. it kind of I have to like have my
I
arm
call
bent,
these
so I end up
Asian
using
cable
cables.
curls,
But I like
same
that.
as the lateral raises. My bicep will experience peak tension when there's a 90-degree angle between my forearm and the cable. So the bicep is pretty short here.
Yeah.
Whereas if I raise
Yes.
it up to hand height, tell me
I've
where
done
the 90-degree
this.
angle happens.
Yep.
Yeah. There.
It's
Right
way
there.
earlier.
Wow, yeah.
So you get more tension in the stretch position.
Okay.
I actually really like this. For some reason, it feels safe. Like I don't know. It feels really safe. It feels good. I fuck with that. Two hands at once though, just because. I mean, one arm is good, but I just prefer doing both at the same time. Save a little time, but
Last one.
Yes. So
if you're taking your time in the gym, one arm
I
is
feel
awesome.
like you're gonna pick an
You can look in the
overhead
mirror,
or a
like-
long head.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you think?
It's the biggest head of the tricep.
But why would going overhead be better for the long head?
Stretched. Stretched.
I don't know.
That's good. No, that's fine. So the long head is the only head that crosses both the elbow joint and the shoulder joint. So it's the only one that's really impacted by shoulder position. It's the part of the tricep that will make you look a lot bigger from the back because it pops out
Oh.
like this.
Yeah.
And in a front double bicep pose,
It's the one that
it's
drops
the
down,
one that
right?
drops down.
Yeah.
The long head is
Oh,
not contracted at all.
dude.
But if you bring your arm down, you'll feel it get way harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't do anything different at your elbow. So if we want a stretch, we're going to achieve that by putting the arm up overhead.
Okay.
I usually grab
If we're
like a
trying to
cable
achieve
for it.
Contraction,
One arm.
we're not going to get peak contraction with the arm up overhead because you just saw that as you moved your arm back behind your
So you
torso, so that's where the
kickback.
kickback would come in.
Yeah, I found like big gains. Like honestly, I added 1.5 inches, I think, on my arms, and I hit the only things I did different was hit biceps and triceps more, duh. But I also included those workouts. I was never doing anything like this. I kind of in training, I've had experience with like having the cable come down like this, and I hated the way that shit felt. I really didn't like that. When you stand up tall and you do this, I don't know, man. You could just feel that stretch just hit way, way, way different. But I've never tried with a bar though.
I do kickbacks this way. I'll show you. I just kind of lean back
Yeah.
so that I can get my arm behind my torso. Because if you think about it, this is biomechanically exactly the same thing as this.
Oh, really? Oh,
Except
okay.
You do this. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I kind of like I've
You
went
can
like this
also-
before.
You can
Like
do it that way. That's totally fine in like a two-step thing.
Yeah.
Or
More fluid.
You could just do it all in
like
one. smooth
that.
motion.
That's what I like to do
That looks
personally.
great,
But
though, Will.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, good, good, good.
That's sick.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No calves, no abs.
No calves, no abs.
cut the calves and abs. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do some cab curls. Let's see what the comments are saying here. Let's see. Banger video. Nice. You can tell Jeff loves coaching and talking about his studies. He's so happy to be able to nerd out. Dude, Jeff Nippert, what a OG. That dude's been making videos for so long. And it's all about the science-based approach, which is so interesting. Jeff is 5'5" and not even 200 pounds. Still his squat PR is 501, which is just 6 pounds less than Will's best, man. Dude, he's an animal, man. He's 5'5", really? Holy shit. Wow. Wow. I love that when people break it down for you so you don't have to like watch the video. We should have done that. Jeff always explains so well, like he breaks it down incredibly, simply for anyone to understand. Never seen Will so well behaved. When daddy's nearby, you know? Dude, Jeff is so like remarkably smart and good at explaining. Not many people really innovate, educate, and expand upon existing movements in the fitness industry the way he does. Yeah, he's so good. I'd highly recommend you guys checking these guys out. Jeff Nippert has so much content just on different ways to work out and styles and yeah, mad respect to them. Mad respect to them. All right.